let's start with some information. Today we're going to focus on these three vowel sounds. So these are vowels, okay? These are vowel sounds. And did you know that there are approximately 15 vowels in English? In English. And in Spanish, we have 5 vowels in our mother tongue. So in Spanish, we have 5, while in English, we have 15. That's why sometimes it could be a little bit tricky for us to pronounce words accurately with accurate pronunciation. But in today's class, we're going to learn 3 of those 15 vowels. The objective in this course is for you to learn all 15. So when you encounter new words, you'll be able to recognize and pronounce them correctly. Let's check it out. So today's vowel sounds are ooh, ah. Those are the 3 sounds that we're going to learn. Another thing that I want you to take away over here on this side of the board, I want you to take away the following ideas. These are the following things. That, for instance, when you have a double O in English, it's not going to have just one sound. Actually, we're going to have 3 sounds. So sometimes the double O is going to be oo, or ah. I'll give you an example. Take a look at the first part over here. Food, double O. Brook, double O. Oh, forgot to put it here. You see? Ah, there it is. Look at that. Blood, double O. So what does that mean? That the double O is not always going to have one particular sound. Actually, you can have 3 sounds. These 3 vowels, right? Other spelling patterns that you want to focus on is when you have the O-U-L, you're going to have the sound. So example, like in could and in would. Sometimes the letter U in English is not just going to have one sound like in Spanish, it's going to have actually 3 sounds. So let's take a look at some examples here. So for instance, over here with the word, let's say tune, like when you tune your guitar, it's a long oo. Over here, it's different. The U is going to sound like put, like in the verb put. And over here, luck and mug, the letter U is going to sound like an luck, mug. So as you can see, the letter U in English is not just going to have one sound. It could actually have 3 sounds. Also, another spelling pattern that you want to focus on is when you have an O, a U, and a G. When you have this type of spelling, in words such as enough or tough, you're going to pronounce the OU like an enough and tough. Other spellings that you might want to look at is when you have the combination of the U and the I together, like in fruit and bruise. The sound is going to be ooh, just one sound, so no diphthong. Okay, so I want you to take away this from today's class. Now let's take a look at let's talk about the unique vowel sounds and how to pronounce them correctly. Let's start over here. This is a sound that we use in Spanish. This is a sound particular to Spanish, so it's easy for us to recognize and to pronounce. It's very easy. It's like in Spanish. A, E, I, O, U. So this is U. Just like we say it in Spanish, we're going to say it exactly the same in English. U. With a little difference, that this is going to be a long sound. It's going to be rather long. Ooh. So if you can guys put your hands like this together and everybody go ooh. Ooh. You know? So it's not going to be just ooh. Ooh. It's going to be ooh. It's rather long in English. You have to exaggerate it. Ooh. Okay? So that's going to be a long sound. And you're going to find this long sound sometimes with a double O. For example, food, pool. You want to make it long. You don't want to say food, pool. That wouldn't work. It wouldn't be clear in English. So here, exaggerated. Food, pool. And as I was saying, with the spelling UI, also ooh, fruit, bruise. Here's another double O example, like in the verb choose. And this is a long vowel sound, like in tune. When you tune the guitar, you turn the knob here, you tune the guitar, right? Actually, this occurs when you have the U, the consonant, and an E at the end. This is actually going to make this very long. Ooh, tune. Okay. Now, another important thing that you want to focus on is using IPA. IPA, of course, stands for International Phonetic Alphabet. And it's a transcription. It's a transcription method which includes a unique alphabetical symbol system that will represent the different sounds, vowel sounds, consonants, and diphthongs in any language. Actually, every language has its own IPA transcription. And we'll be learning in this course the IPA transcription for American English, and we'll compare it sometimes to British English. So that's going to help you. By learning the IPA or these symbols, it'll help you associate a symbol to, you will be able to attach it to a particular sound in English. So for the long U sound in these words, you're going to use the letter U, and in some cases, you're going to put a 2 dot beside it. When you put that little 2 dot, it means that it's long. It represents a long ooh sound, okay? So let's transcribe these words, and that's what you're going to do today as well. So let's transcribe. So here, we're going to transcribe the first word, which is food. Double O, so you're going to put ooh, this. Food. Let's transcribe pool. Pool. Let's transcribe fruit. We'll put the F, the R, the U, and the I are only one sound. So we'll just put the U and the T. Fruit. Now let's transcribe bruise. We'll put the B, the R, the U, since the U symbol will represent the U and the I together, and the S. We're not going to write the letter E. We don't transcribe mute, mute letters, mute vowels, mute consonants, right? So we don't transcribe. That's a rule. We don't transcribe mute or silent vowels or consonants. That's a rule. So here, the letter E is mute. Therefore, I'm not going to include it in my transcription. Next, let's talk about choose. I'm not going to transcribe all the sounds. I'm just going to focus today on the sound that we're focusing on. So choose. So again, the double O is a U sound. We only pronounce the S. The E is mute or silent. We don't say it. We don't transcribe it either. Now let's take a look at tune. T. We have a long U in the end. We don't transcribe the letter E. Oh my God. And guess whose last name is that? You guessed it. Correct. Okay, perfect. So that takes care of the long oo sound. Let's move on now to the next sound. This sound in particular is not used in Spanish. We don't use it in Spanish. We never use it in Spanish. You never use it in Spanish. Therefore, it's something new to our ear, our Spanish ear. It's like we try to replace this with this because this is familiar to us. So we try to always replace this with this. And when you replace a vowel with an incorrect vowel, that creates an accent. And that's where we have our Latino accent, which is not a bad thing. It's actually an attractive thing as well. But if you want to get closer to an American accent, right, then you need to learn this sound. This is brand new. Okay, now first the transcription. The transcription is going to be this like symbol here, you know, and this is going to be a short sound. So it's totally different from this one. This is long. Ooh, well, this is very short. Okay. And how do you produce it? Well, for both sounds, you're going to round your lips like this. right? So you're going to go, ooh. But for this one, you're going to put your lips closer together. You're going to tighten your lips, ooh, and your tongue is going to go, you're going to be at the bottom of your mouth, ooh. But over here, you're going to relax your lips a little bit more. So your mouth opens more. The circle is bigger. So you're going to go like this. And then the sound is not going to come from your vocal cord area. It's actually going to be starting here from your diaphragm. So you're going to go, If you place your hands here and say the sound, it's totally different from that because that is ooh, and this is It's similar to like when you get punched in the stomach, you go kind of like that. Okay, so that's going to be the sound. We're going to practice that one today a lot. Now let's transcribe because we find it in a lot of common words in English. The first one is brook, which is a small river. We're going to transcribe it here. So we're going to put the B, the R. The double O here is not going to be ooh, it's going to be So we'll say here, brook. So we'll substitute it. The letter K is pronounced. So we'll say brook. Oh, that is different. I don't say brook, I say brook. Over here, shook, which is the past tense of shake. Here, I'm just going to put SH, the double O, and transcribe it. Shook, shook. I shook the bottle. Shook. Now, with these modal verbs like could and would, here, we're going to transcribe it like this. We're going to put the C here because we pronounce it. The O, the U, and the L are just one sound. And we put the D. Could. Same thing here with would. We're going to put the W. We'll put the and the D. Would. Over here with put, it's a different vowel. So we'll put it here. Put. So it's not boot, it's put. Over here, butcher. You know the guy that chops up your meat at the market? The butcher. Let's transcribe it. So here we're going to say bu, the B, the U is going to be an butcher. The letter T is silent, is mute, and we do not transcribe silent vowels. So we'll just leave it out. But we do say ch, butcher. Just put it like that. Butcher. So I don't say butcher, I say butcher. Okay, so there you go. That's the short vowel, and you need to focus on this one today. We need to focus on this one today because this is not native of Spanish. This is native of English. So we need to learn this if you want to get closer to an American accent. Moving on now to our next vowel sound. Let's go to this one over here. This one here is formed like a circumflex. This is called a circumflex. It actually, I like to think of a volcano, right? Because it looks like a volcano here. The sound that you're going to make, well, first of all, it's a short sound. So let's put it here. It's a short sound. And the sound that you're going to produce is an sound. So it's actually like saying this. Now, you might think, Mr. E, that sounds like the schwa. It does, but there's a difference. This is the accented schwa, if you want. This vowel is always accented. So there's always an accent. Right? You can check it like this. You put this is your jaw. You put your hand underneath your jaw. And if you pronounce it correctly, your jaw is going to open. On the other hand, the schwa will not be accented because it is a weak vowel with no accent. But this is accented. So there is stress there. Okay, and then when you accent correct, when you make the accent, when you put the stress there, it's going to be like a volcano. It's going to blow up. Okay. Now let's take a look, and it's a short sound. So here, let's take a look at here how it works. Let's take a look at luck. So with luck, let's transcribe luck with IPA. So here, it's not going to be it's not going to be ooh. It's going to be That's it. Luck. Right? Because we don't pronounce both sounds here. We just pronounce one C or the K. So it's just luck. Here, mug. It's like this. Mug. So I don't say mug, and I don't say moog. It's mug. right? Let's take a look at customer. Let's put customer here. Hold on. So it's customer. Here I'm going to use schwas. Customer, customer. So you see the accent is here. Customer, not here, because this is weak. So the accent is actually here, never here, because that's a schwa. Trust. Let's put trust. Okay. And let's do enough. I'm running out of space here. So I'm going to move this over here. So here we're going to say enough. Let's just put it like this for now. Enough, tough, and the double O here is going to sound like this. Blood. Blood. I like the sound of that. Blood. Blood. So I don't say blood. I say blood. Okay. So as you can see, it's totally different from It's totally completely different from u. Like I said at the beginning of the class, the letter U can actually have any of those three sounds. Okay. And with the IPA, you can clearly see, you can start to associate a specific sound to that symbol. So that's going to help you with your pronunciation. All right, guys. So in short, we're going to learn these vowel sounds to enhance our English pronunciation from the 15 vowel sounds. We're going to practice right now with the activities that we have in store for you today. All right. If you got it, say got it, coach. Did you get it?
Got
I
it.
got a coach.
Awesome. Guys, lend me your ears, lend me your eyes for a moment. We're going to transcribe. So what I need you to do is I'm going to write 20 words and I need you to transcribe them with the U, with the and with the sound. So I need you to transcribe the words. You're going to do this with a partner as well. Okay. So let me just finish up here. Okay, team, let's go ahead and resolve this transcription activity. We are exploring 3 vowel sounds. We are exploring the long U sound, the short sound, and the short sound. Also, let's take the opportunity to learn the transcription symbols for 3 important consonant sounds in English. The first one, this over here, is going to represent the J sound. J, like in the letter J. J, J. The second one is going to represent the Ch sound, which is a T with a long S. And the third consonant sound is going to be the sh sound, which is going to be this long S form. Okay? So whenever you have this symbol here, it's going to be the J sound, which is basically the love story between the letter D. When the letter D married the letter J, they had a little baby, and the sound is J, J, which is a combination of the D and the J sound. J, J. Usually we find this with the letter J. The second one is the CH sound. Ch, ch. That's going to be the transcription, the T and the long S. And the SH sound is going to be this very long S. So when you see these symbols, make sure that you pronounce them correctly. J, ch, and sh. Now let's go to the transcription over here. So let's go. Number 1, we have juice. Listen, juice. Let's transcribe. Okay, we got a J. That means we got to transcribe it like this. So that's the first step. We got the J. Jew, Jew. Okay, we understand that the U and the I are going to be the long U sound. So we got that in there. And the SE is simply an S sound. Juice. And there you go. Now you have the full transcription. Juice, juice, like the beverage. Next, number 2, we have choose. Choose, we have a CH sound. Now we know how to transcribe the CH. We'll put the T, we'll put the long S sound. And the double O sound is going to be U. So again, we just put the U sound for the vowel. The SE is going to sound like an S sound. Choose. And there you go. That's the IPA transcription for the verb choose. Number 3, lose. Okay, the L will stay the same. The O is going to be a long U sound, so we'll put the U. And in this particular sound, lose, lose. The SE sound is actually going to sound like a Z sound. So we're going to put it here. Yeah, similar to Spanish, lose. Next, number 4, boost. We'll put the B sound, that stays the same. Double O is long. S and the T. Boost, boost. Number 5, pan. Here, the B sound, the U is going to be an A sound. So we'll change that and we'll put the N. Bun. Correct transcription. Number 6, bruise. Okay. B sound, R sound remain. Now the U and the I are long. Ooh. So for both of those vowels, we'll just make one sound. Ooh. The SE, Bruce. It's going to be an S sound. We don't transcribe the letter E. It's not pronounced. Bruce. Number 7, the past tense of stand. Stood. Stood. Here, we'll put the S sound first because we don't say stood. We say stood. We put the T sound. The double O will be the short sound. So make sure to transcribe that correctly. And the D sound. Stood. Number 8, the T sound remains. The double O is So I'll transcribe it here correctly. And we'll put the K. Took. Took. Number 9, wolf. Here the W will stay. Now the O is not going to be an A and it's not going to be an U. It's going to be an So we'll say here, wolf. The correct transcription. Number 10, full. So here we'll have the F sound. The letter U here is an sound. So we'll put it in there and we'll just transcribe one L. Full. Moving on now to number 11, we have woman. Woman. So here the W will remain. The O here is going to be pronounced with an sound. So we'll put it here. Men. The last syllable, the A is the weak vowel or the schwa. We'll put it here and the N. And now we have the proper transcription for woman. Woman. When we transcribe it, we can clearly see the correct vowel sound that needs to be pronounced. Woman. Number 12, we have blood. Again, the B will stay, the L will stay, but the double O is going to sound like an A, short A sound. So we'll represent that sound phonetically like this, the double O, and we'll have the D. And now we know how to pronounce it correctly. Blood. 13, cruise, like in Royal Caribbean cruise ship. So here, cruise. Another quick tip, the k sound is going to be transcribed as a K. So here, let's put this K as the letter K. We're going to use this one for the letter C at the beginning of words and for the letter K. So we'll use this for both because they sound the same. So cruise, we'll put that C sound. We'll put it here with a K. Crew. We'll put the R. The U and the I together will sound like U. So we'll just put the U. The SE, cruise, is an S. Cruise. The letter E is not pronounced. It's mute, so we don't transcribe it. Moving on down to 14. Enough. Enough. So here, what we hear is a weak vowel. So when there's a weak vowel, we use the schwa. Then we put the N. Naf. This part over here, the OU is going to sound like an A sound. So we'll put it there. And the GH is going to be an F sound. So we'll transcribe it like this. Enough. Enough. As you can see, the accent or the stress sound is in the OU. Therefore, we must use the accented A sound. And the weak sound is here with the letter E. Enough. Enough. Number 15, rough. Here, the letter R will stay. Same sound as enough. The GH are in F. Rough, rough. Number 16, puzzle. Here, the P will remain. It's a plosive sound. The U, however, will be pronounced as an A. So we'll put the correct sound, puzzle. Of course, we're only going to pronounce one Z sound. When we have an LE, this is a different combination, but we'll put it here. When we have this in English, this is going to be the correct pronunciation. We'll use the weak vowel first and then the L. So here we'll pronounce this as puzzle. Oh, and now you can see the syllable that appears. Puzzle. Puzzle. So something to keep in mind when you have an LE spelling. It's actually going to be pronounced like this. Number 17, butcher. So we'll leave the B. The letter U here is going to be an sound. So let's transcribe the correct sound. Butcher. In spelling, we will write the letter T, but in the transcription, the letter T is mute. So we're not going to transcribe it. We'll leave it out. We have the ch sound. So we know that it's this symbol. So let's transcribe it properly. We'll put the ch sound. So anybody in the world can read it correctly. Ch. And the final sound is an sound. This is what we call the schwa. The schwa is the combination of the weak vowel plus the letter R. So when we have this type of spelling, an E, a vowel, and an E and an R, the transcription of this is the weak vowel and the letter R. When these two are together, we form something called the schwa, which is simply the So here, let's transcribe the schwa at the end of the syllable. It's a weak vowel with the letter R. And there we have the proper pronunciation of butcher. Let's go to 18, roof, like the roof of the house. So here, as you notice, when you listen, roof, okay, this is going to be a long U sound. So let's transcribe it properly. Using our IPA transcription system, we'll put the double O, the U, long U sound, and an F. So now we have roof. It's on the roof. Number 19 is the verb rub. Rub, like rub some cream on it. Rub. As you can hear that, rub. You clearly identify that the letter U is not the long U. It's not an it's an So let's transcribe it. So there's a huge difference here. The letter B remains. And now we know how to properly pronounce this verb, rub. And number 20, we have bush. So here, as you can listen, bush. So you hear the vowel. You recognize it now. So now let's split it properly. We'll use a proper IPA. We have SH. We know how to transcribe the SH, which is this long S. So we're going to write it like this. With practice, you'll get it. And now we have bush. Bush. And as you can see, with the IPA transcription system, you will be able to identify and associate vowels, consonants in English. And when encountered with a new word that you've never heard before, you're not sure how to pronounce it, you can look it up in the dictionary. You can find transcriptions for any word in English, and then you'll be able to identify it, read it, and most of all, pronounce it correctly with correct English. So there's your transcription. New symbols for you guys to incorporate, some spelling patterns that you can associate. So the next time when you read words like this, you're able to identify these patterns and pronounce them accurately. Okay, team, so good job. Let's practice a little bit more.
Thank you for sharing.
Everybody got it?